Okay,
Hello.
Papi Chilo, you are now the host.
Okay.
You're not the host. You can take it right away, superstar. You can take it away from me.
All right, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening. All right. So without wasting much of our time, let's just get straight to action. Today, I'll be analyzing DXY, which will help us to know the strength of dollar and equally Euro USD and GBP USD. So I'll be sharing my screen right now. I'll be sharing my screen right now so everybody can see my chart on Euro USD and GBP USD with DXY. Just a sec, please. Right. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. I'll have to start with DXY. I have to start with DXY. So I'll just remove everything. So start afresh. So this DXY chart, on the monthly, DXY chart on the monthly. So we can see here that price already took out this sell stop liquidity here. Price took out this monthly sell stop liquidity. Price took out this monthly sell stop liquidity. So, and whenever a buy stop liquidity is taken out, it simply means that price is reversing to the other side. So buy stop liquidity, like the name implies, buy stop liquidity. Whenever it's being taken out from the market, it means that market is going to reverse downwards. And whenever price takes out sell stop liquidity, it means that the price is going to move to the other side of the market. So here I see this monthly FVG, which is our strong DOL, which simply means drawn liquidity. I see this monthly FVG here, meaning that the algorithm of this market is drawn to liquidity. So market is heading to where there is liquidity, and liquidity simply means money. And the forex market cannot function properly if money is not involved. So they are looking to go and take out this drawn liquidity here, which is our monthly FVG. So if we go down to the weekly time frame, we can see the FVG right here. And last week, price took out this BSL here. Continuing to our monthly drawn liquidity, which is the monthly FVG. So I'm expecting this high to be rated properly well this week and tap into our monthly FVG before we see a drop on dollar.
Every successful woman is a lot of.
Can you mute? So now let's continue. I move down to the daily. Let me see what's happening in the daily. And here from the daily, I zoom in very well. From the daily, I can see this daily FVG here. Remember last week, if you're on the call last week, we said that price is going to fill this daily FVG before moving up. And look at what happened. Price tapped into that week. I did the analysis last week. So price tapped into this daily FVG and now pushed up to our next drawn liquidity. So I'm marking this daily FVG too, expecting price to tap into this daily FVG before we see another up movement. So this week, I'm expecting something like this to happen. Hold on, please. Please, can you mute? So I'm expecting something like this to happen. Price drop down to this daily FVG before another push to the upside. Let's see the 4 hours. I'm expecting price to drop into this daily FVG before we see another movement to the upside. Now that is it for DXY. That is it for DXY. Let's move to Euro USD and see what we have on Euro USD starting from the monthly time frame. I'll have to delete all these things. I have to remove everything and start all afresh. Now, Euro USD is like a vice versa of it's like a vice versa of the DXY. So here we see this previous month's SSL taken out. We see this previous month SSL taken out, giving us an indication that we should expect an up movement. But before that movement will take place, we need to see a confirmation, which is this our monthly drawn liquidity here. So I'm expecting price to drop down to this monthly FVG here before we see another up movement on Euro USD. Before we see another movement on Euro USD. So this monthly FVG needs to be filled up. And if we look closely, we can see this buy stop liquidity is here being raided. This buy stop liquidity is here being raided with these stop points here, which means that
814.
Which means we are dropping down to our strong drawn liquidity, which is the monthly FVG. Now we go down to the 15 minute to the weekly time frame. Let's see. Now last week, this low here wasn't rated. And last week, this low here wasn't last week Sunday, this low wasn't rated. And from our analysis last week, we see that we are still expecting a down movement on Euro USD, which actually happened, that got this low rated properly. So let's go down to the daily to see what we have on the daily. Now last week, I marked this FVG here. I marked this FVG and look at what happened. Price dropped down from that FVG to this low. So I moved down to 4 hours. Let me see what I can get from 4 hours. And I'm seeing something like a relative equal highs here. I'm seeing something like a relative equal highs here, which is a PSL. So I have here as my POI from this evening, because the market is going to open around 10. So I have this zone here as my point of interest, and I check the 2 hours. I'm seeing another 2 hour FVG candle here. I'm seeing another 2 hour FVG candle here. This candle. I'm seeing this. So if the market opens, I would like to see something like this to happen before I short. I'd like to see something like this to happen before I short. If I don't get this kind of confirmation on the 5 minutes, I won't short from here. I'll just wait patiently for price to tap into this 2 hour fair value gap and give me the same thing. Give me the same confirmation. Give me the same confirmation of high time frame POI and lower time frame liquidity grab plus displacement plus FVG or return to other block, depending on the one you're using. But I prefer to use FVG than other block. So this is what I'm expecting to happen on Euro USD this week. This is what I'm expecting to happen on Euro USD this week. Now let's move to GBPUSD and see what we have on GBPUSD. I have to delete all this thing and start from the weekly. I have to delete and start from the weekly. So here we have this SSL rated. We have this SSL rated, and I have another one here. I have another one here, which is simply telling me that yes, price will still drop down to this DOL, this weekly DOL, which is weekly sell stop liquidity, weekly sell stop liquidity. And another reason why I will be looking for shorts on GBPUSD is there is another fair value gap here that price is coming to come and fill it up. This fair value gap here, the price is coming to fill up. So that's like extra confirmation that prices will still drop down this week. The price will still drop down this week. So this weekly fair value gap here and this sell stop here. Let me just label this sell stop liquidity. Weekly LVG. Weekly LVG. So I will drop down to 4 hours. Let me see to the daily. Sorry, let me see what I have on the daily. Now this is our daily. Yeah. So I zoom out and I'm seeing another LVG here, this candle here that I'm expecting price to tap into before we start dropping. I'm expecting price to tap into before we start dropping to the downside. So, and mind you, whenever price comes to these my zones, I'm not entering immediately. I would like to see a confirmation first, because as a trader, you need to have your confidence. What you need to see before you press either that buy button or that sell button. There are some certain things you need to see in the market before you go into. So not like price got to your point of interest immediately, you press buy immediately. No, it doesn't happen that way. There are some certain things you need to put into consideration before you'll be able to press that buy button or that sell button. Now, whenever price gets to this my daily FVG now, I would like to see a confirmation of something like this. Something like this. I'd like to see a confirmation of something like this. Before I short. Now, I have this lower time frame LQ grab here. I have this break of structure or market structure shift, depending on what you call it. So I'd like to see something like this on a lower time frame, 5 minutes. Preferably, I'd like to see something like this happen. And obviously, my fair value gap around here, far short, and my stop loss just above the high. My stop loss just above the high. So these are the things I'm looking out for before I short any pair or I long any pair. I like to see this thing happen on 5 minutes. So whenever price is my higher time frame POI, I go down to 5 minutes. My 5 minutes is my entry time frame. I go to my 5 minutes and look out for lower time frame LQ grab, which is liquidity grab. This is giving me a stop hunt here and a displacement to the downside that yes, they actually want to take price down by breaking this low here. That's my confirmation. Then I will now short either from the other block or from the FVG. I'll short my targets at this low or maybe the higher time frame low. So guys, this is what I'm expecting on DXY, EURUSD, and GBPUSD. Let's see how it goes this week. And I wish everybody a profitable week. So now I will be handing over to the Forex boss lady to continue from where I stopped. Boss lady. We can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Superstar, for what you, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you've done today so far. So we'll be wishing everyone a happy Pips week, you know, a week full of plenty pips, making money from the market. Let's celebrate greatness. Let's celebrate Chulo for this analysis. If you're happy with the job he just did today, drop in the chat box 111.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Chulo. We super celebrate you. We'll be here same time next week on Sunday to see how the market is going to go.
Yes, 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 yes.
Thank you. I super celebrate everyone for making time to be on the call with us today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Do have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's all have a wonderful night rest.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing Chakwamika has stopped screen share. Oh,